Radio Raheem here at the home of Freddie Roach with none other than Freddie Roach himself at Wildcard Boxing Gym. We're getting ready for Manny Pacquiao to face Jesse Vargas after one of the shortest retirements we've ever seen in the sport. You know, with the performance that Manny put in against Timothy Bradley, everyone really talked about how good he looked. He looked younger, fresher, more inspired. Are you at all concerned that, you know, maybe that was because he at the moment thought it was his last time out and wanted to put that on and there may be a dip now in that energy?
No, because he told me before the fight and after the fight that he will fight again. I mean, he just publicly made that, but he told me, yeah, I'm the closest guy to him. I mean, he told me that, you know, just let me get this election out of the way and the senator and all that, get that out of the way, and it'll be a lot easier. And then we will fight again. I said, no problem. You know, I've known Manny for a long time. You know, 15 years now. He's been like my brother or father-son relationship. It's gone really, really well. He's always been good to me. He's always been honest with me. And, I mean, that's something he wouldn't keep from me.
You know, he's only going to be here for a week, barely a week, before you guys head to Vegas. That's somewhat unusual. Usually he spends more time here in Los Angeles. You took the travel over the Philippines, which I know you don't like to do. Why was that necessary this time?
To be a senator in the Philippines and ask for time off is not going to work, because being a congressman was okay, but being a senator is a whole different field. It's a much larger issues and so forth. So you're not just running your province, you're running the whole country. And so they all have to answer to, you know, the president. They all have to they don't have to agree with him, but I mean, some do, some don't, and so forth. He's a little controversial for America, but not for the Philippines, because it's a different world over there. I mean, it's like, it's a third world country. It's a very rough place to live, I'm sure, and it's like homeless is like 300 million. I mean, I think that's the correct number. I was told that recently, but you know, Manny Pacquiao is just. I knew this wasn't going to be his last fight, the last one, and he's looking really good in training camp. He's my friend. He's my best fighter. He's everything to me. I mean, like I would never ask him though to stick around just to please me and so forth. Once I see him slowing down, I'm going to make him quit. I mean, but that has not happened yet.
Before you left for the Philippines, you were quoted as saying that you were worried that he was not focused, he was looking sluggish, not looking good. And with the added distraction of being senator, obviously he's a huge superstar there and here. How did you, once you got there, turn that around, and how serious was the issue?
Well, I put him in the ring with Jose Ramirez, and it was the best sparring day I saw in a long time. I
woke him up.
So I mean, Manny really looked good, and I was really pleased with that. And you know, going over there and training and so forth is a little bit more difficult for me and him, and because we have more available sparring partners and so forth. So we had Jose and we had 2 Filipino sparring partners, and everything worked out really well. And he's in great shape. I mean, that's one thing we don't ever have to worry about. Is Manny Pacquiao showing up not in shape and ready to fight.
You know, this is one of the few years that you're not trainer of the year, and Abel Sanchez was able to get that title. And he said something that was somewhat controversial in the past couple of weeks about him taking credit for Kovalev, that John David Jackson shouldn't get credit for that. He should get credit for that. He's the one who really created Kovalev. What do you think about those comments? Is that legit?
I don't know. I know Kovalev trains at his gym quite a bit, but you know, who really cares though? I mean, who's the best trainer of the year? Like, you know, Miguel Diaz won it once too. I mean, Miguel's my friend. No, he's my friend. He's a great cop man, but I'm not gonna go any further than that. You know, it's like, you know, we all try to do our best. I mean, the thing is, and really, it's who has the best fucking fighter in the world that becomes trainer of the world of the year. I mean, it's because of the talent that you have, and hopefully that you developed it and you deserve it. And it's a great honor, and I've loved that. I've won it 7 times, and I would love to win it 8 times. But I just that's going to be up to Manny Pacquiao. And like, if Manny Pacquiao looks great, he's going to make me look great, of course. And then Vargas's trainer said that he's better than me, and I said, well, you better win then. I mean, if you're better than me, you should win the fight. So, but winning trainer of the year is great and stuff like that, but I don't think that any comments need to be made. I think everything is, people see it. That you do a good job with the fighters, and they look good on TV.
You'll be facing off against him across the ring in not too long. You've got Lebedev, obviously he's got Garcia. A lot of people think that's a pick'em fight. How do you get the edge in that fight? And like you say, all trainers want to win. Matching up your skills as a trainer, your relationship with your fighter, do you think you get an edge there?
I'm watching tape on the fighter, and I'm coming up with the best game plan I can for Lebedev. It's a very tough fight, though. The guy, you've got 2 really, really good punchers, and our opponent's a little bit bigger, and we're working on maybe getting inside and getting a little bit closer, not letting him fight from range. It's a little bit complicated, but I honestly think the factor in that fight is that they're both good fighters, good tough fighters, but I think my fighter is a smarter fighter than the other one. I think he's more intelligent, makes better moves, and makes better decisions, and that's all part of what we do.
And before I let you go, one of the fights that people are looking forward to beyond Pacquiao, beyond Ward Kovalev, is Garcia and Thurman that just got announced. Yeah. You've had your thoughts about each fighter in the past. How do you think they match up? Who wins that fight?
I wanted Manny to fight Garcia for a long time now, and I thought that was a great fight for Manny, and not an easy fight, but I think it would be very competitive and so forth, because I was there when he knocked out my fighter Amir Khan and so forth, and that was an impressive win and so forth. So, but I think Thurman might be a little bit better than he is. I think Thurman wins that fight, but I wouldn't bet on it though. I mean, it's a good fight. It's a good matchup.
Everybody's waiting to find out who Cotto is going to face next. There's been talk about Canelo again. Canelo said it'd be an honor. Like, is that a fight that you want? And if so, how?
It is a fight I want, but it's not a fight that's possible at this point.
Why is that fight not possible?
He doesn't want to fight us.
He's just saying that, but you're telling us that he's not interested in the fight, really.
His people, believe me, we asked for the fight. But it's not, no.
I'm not going to make it. And very lastly, Chavez. He's all over, the media and the internet all the time.
I heard I'm going to Mexico, but I got no plane ticket yet. But no one's told me I'm going either. But okay. I wish him the best. I do like him and so forth. But my plate's pretty full. I've got some big fights coming up after this. I got Moscow and Lebedev, of course, in a big fight. December 3rd, I have 2 fights on that. I have one in Russia and one in America. That's going to be difficult. So having too many guys is really difficult. And taking him on at this point, since he's disappointed me enough in my life, I don't think it's going to happen.
Radio Raheem with Freddie Roach at Wildcard Boxing Gym. Thank you so much for the time, man. I'll see you in Vegas. Okay.